Hey YouTubers. Okay. Sorry, it's kind of late at night, and so I didn't post a week 3 video, but I'm on week 4. It's been 4 weeks since my breakup, and in some ways I'm doing okay, but other ways I'm not. And I mean, the reality is, and this is gonna sound really bad, but I mean, the reality is this is the first time in a long time that I'm actually single, like staying single. And that's the part that's really hard for me, because I've always focused my attention on a guy, on finding that special someone. And I could go into the reasons why. Like I've already analyzed that. I've already analyzed my past, my behaviors, and why I've done the things I've done and all that. And of course, it goes back down to my childhood. But my point is that if you're somebody that goes from one relationship to the other and you don't give yourself time to heal, or you don't love yourself, you don't value yourself, you need to stop. It's not healthy, and that's something I've learned. And I actually don't want a relationship right now. It's just it's become a habit for me over the years, many years. And I now, for 2022, and I've probably said this previously, but it's about me, and it's about me healing from a lot of things from my past, and just building a life for me, building a life that I want, the life that I dream of. And that sounds easy, right? To focus on myself, but I find myself streaming more than I'd like to, especially because I have homework, a lot of homework, and I have my Etsy store, and then of course I work a full-time job, and yada yada yada. And like, I want to do more of my YouTube videos, so I mean I could actually do that instead of stream, but there's so much I want to do right now. But I really need to focus on school, because that's my priority, that's my number one priority. But I stream because it feels that missing part of me. Not really a part of me, it feels that part that I lost. Like, feels the part where where my attention and my energy is on a guy normally, or finding the next guy. And so it's just, it makes me feel something. And it like, and typically I watch, I watch comedy, watch different things. I don't really watch horror movies right now. I love horror movies though, but typically like action or love movies or something. But it's been a month, and I think about my ex. But it's not the fact that I want him back, because I don't. It's just, he was a part of my life for almost 3 years, and I put a lot of time and energy into him, like into the relationship. So I have to grieve that loss, and I will. And I think it's hard. Actually, I know it's hard because I see him at work, but I think I'm going to change that, and I can make it so I don't have to see him. and because it's only in passing when he's leaving. So since I know approximately what time he leaves, generally, I can try to work it out so I'm not sitting in the office or in the area where he leaves, or in the area where everybody goes out of. I can go and make my rounds, and so I don't have to see him. And I think that will be a lot better for me. I'm not used to having to see my ex once I break up with him. But I mean, this breakup was different too because the relationship was different because I'm used to guys being basically stuck up my ass and they call me all the time, text me all the time, want to see me all the time, and that wasn't the case with him. It was basically the complete opposite. It was like I had to fight for his attention and his time. And yeah, right now I'm thinking about how stupid I was for doing that, but I know I'm not stupid. I know that. I know that I didn't do anything wrong and that it wasn't my fault. And I know that, but it doesn't make it any less painful. I felt like I was some stupid cliche of chasing after a guy that didn't really want me. The fact that I devalued myself. I But I can't look at it that way because we were together, we were in a relationship, and I I tried. I tried, and it wasn't a real relationship. It was just an illusion, and that's what I have to tell myself, that the relationship wasn't real. It was just an illusion because he is a grandiose narcissist, and he's just an empty shell of a human being because he doesn't know how to love. He can't love because he doesn't love himself. And he feeds off of people like me. He feeds off of anyone that will give him attention or make him feel like he's worth something. Because he gets his validation from other people. And he does that by tearing other people down and making them feel less than him. Because he always has to be the greatest. Because he's a very insecure individual. And that is what I have to keep telling myself. That it was never about me. It was never about me. He saw me as a weak person, or at least that's what he thought, that I was weak. And I wasn't, because I look back at my relationship and there were so many times that I saw the truth and I didn't listen to my instincts. But that's okay. Like, I'm not going to beat myself up over it because I learned a lot in this relationship and I grew as a person, as a woman. And I actually did set my boundaries, and that is when things went south, is when I actually started setting my boundaries with him. And I stopped staying at his house because I needed to go home because I needed sleep, I needed school, or I had school and I had homework to do. I had to focus on it, and I needed my sleep, plus my dog, leaving my dog. Like, he hated it. He absolutely hated that I would not stay at his house anymore. And I'm proud of myself that I put my sleep, my priorities, and he hated the fact that I wouldn't leave stuff over at his house. Because, I mean, I just really couldn't. We live too far apart for me to do that. So I did. And I set more boundaries than that too. And I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself of what I'm doing now and where I'm headed. And I have a really awesome future ahead of me. And, you know, my marriage, my past relationships, it's all been a learning experience for me. And I'm a lot stronger and better for the experiences that I've had in life. Because I don't look at them as mistakes. I just look at them as lessons. Life lessons. And it wasn't all bad. Like, we actually had good times together. We had some good times. Our beach trip was actually good. You know, I had fun. You know, it was one of the better... It was honestly one of the better trips I could ever say that I took with somebody. There was only one moment that was kind of not so good, but, you know, it is what it is. It was still good. Like, still, yeah, it was good. It was good. It was a good trip. Despite everything, I mean, you know, I'll take the good moments. There were some good moments too. And that's what I remember. I remember we had good moments together, no matter fake, whatever, I don't care. I mean, there was good little moments there. But in the end, I mean, I'm so much better off. And I'm so much better. And like I said, it's not that I miss him, because I don't. I truly don't miss him. But I just have... It's like missing a person. Like missing person. Okay. So yeah, like I just miss that. I just have to redirect my energy. My focus. I have to redirect my focus to myself. And since I've never done that, it's hard. Plus, grieving. You know, you have to grieve, right? And I guess in a way I'm actually grieving 3 relationships. Because I've just had consecutive ones. Like, yeah. Like, there was one, and then there was another, and then there's this last guy. So, and I know that sounds bad, but you know what? I don't care. It could sound bad to whoever watches this. I really don't give a shit, because, you know, it is what it is. And it's okay. You know, I've been through quite a bit over the past 7 years, and people can think what they want. And people's opinions of me are none of my business. And that is the advice that I'm going to leave you with today. People's opinion of you is none of your business. The only opinion that matters is the opinion you have of yourself. What you think about yourself. That is what matters. Okay? So, I love myself. I am beautiful. I am confident. I am dedicated. And I am fearless. And yeah, affirmations, they're pretty awesome too. Okay, until next time. Bye!